Welcome and good morning to another edition of the Friday Morning Commute. This is your host, Rovin Doug, here to spread some more Destiny news amongst the community. What little Destiny news there can be until we get more stuffs later on. With that being the case, let's go ahead and talk about Xur, our wonderful tentacle-faced dealer of arms and exotic gear. First things first, we have for the Titans the no backup plans. A pair of gauntlets, which, as their name suggests, if you have these, there is no other backup plan. Then for the Hunters, we have the ATS-8 Arachnid helmet. A rather fun-looking helmet, I must say. And then for the Warlocks, we have the Starfire Protocol chest piece. Good one for Sunsingers, if I remember correctly. We also have Bad Juju for everybody. If you need an exotic pulse rifle, this is one to pick up, especially if you haven't had it at all, since it is also a year one. But I believe you still have to find the year one version to get it, or to get the year one version. So you can get the year two, but you're not going to get that year one gold. Anyways. On to the last piece, which is always the Legacy Exotic Engram, and this week it is for gauntlets. So if you're missing a pair of Year 1 gauntlets for any class, feel free to pick this up, have at it, and enjoy yourselves. Now, as for the rest of the week, there was a ride-along with the Crucible developers, the artists and developers and designers who put together the Crucible arenas that we face fellow Guardians in to hone our talents and to show who in the world is mightier than the other. And almost simultaneously, we had the Iron Banner event go live at the same time. And why, you might ask? Well, that's because Bungie was able to complete and ready the hotfix to fix the unlimited respawning heavy in PvP, as well as fixed a bug for potential unlimited super energy, which thankfully, by learning of this privately, the Guardians who, messaged Bungie and said, hey, this is an issue, y'all should probably fix it, they're the ones who are, as according to Deej in the weekly update, they're the real MVPs. And so, I kind of want to touch on that a little bit. In game design, there's always going to be bugs that a developer is going to either not fully find initially, or they aren't going to be able to realize these bugs were added inadvertently when adding new code or adding a new feature. So it's an important aspect of the community to be able to say, hey, XYZ developer, this and this is broken. And for the developer to go, okay, sweet. Now, things get a little crazier, I should say, when a user base or a subset of users decide to use this bug, especially in a video game or in a normal piece of software, for the wrong reasons. I was going to say something else, but the vocabulary wasn't coming to my head. So, one of the issues with this is having unlimited rockets in Crucible, unlimited heavy ammo, so that could be machine guns too, but I think it was mainly for rocket launchers, causes the game to be unbalanced. And works in a way that is against what the developers intended. Now, does that mean that if you accidentally stumbled across it and didn't know what you're doing, that you were in the wrong? No, because you had no idea that this bug was there, you just happened to find it. Now, if you knew about this bug and you intentionally gamed it or manipulated it to give yourself the advantage, then that amounts to cheating. At this point, it's black and white. If you were using this glitch, if you knew about this glitch and were using it consistently for better matches in your favor with heavy ammo, then that's an issue. Tough love. Sorry. Now, I don't know how the rocket glitch was given or was spread. I want to say potentially that there was a forum post on Bungie.net or Reddit and kind of went from there. So that's one way of alerting the community to this glitch. That glitch, it's a mean glitch. It's a mean bug. And if you gamed it, then you're definitely at fault, or you're liable to be called a cheater, straight up. Now, the Infinite Supers glitch, I'm glad that somebody or a group of people private messaged people at Bungie and said, hey, you need to check into this, because at that point, not a lot of people were able to figure out, hey, XYZ subclass is able to get unlimited superpowers. Let's do this. And have another storm of people, berating the game for small oversight in code. You expect a developer to be like this mathematical genius that makes no mistakes, and every time they move a finger on the keyboard, miracles happen. And they're not. They're human. When I say they're human, they're going to make mistakes. Now, one of the important things to remember is, yes, we do hold developers, especially game developers and producers, to a high standard, because we expect great work from them, especially Bungie. Out of the ranking of developers, Bungie is definitely one of the few that you expect near perfection from, because they've delivered it before. Now, does that mean they're going to hit it every time? No. But you have to have with you a small piece of humility when you find a bug, because you're taking something that somebody wrote and giving back to them and saying, hey, you completely messed up. We as the community for Destiny are essentially the editor of Bungie's novel, which is Destiny. And every time we find a bug or, make a critique, we're taking a red pen to their novel and saying, nope, 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 we want to see it this way. And so as a developer, especially myself, you have to be able to have a detachment from what you're working on while still being overly attached to it, because in my mind, the attachment says, I really want this to work. I want this to work extremely well, and I want this to fit your needs with whatever I'm working on, or whatever my needs are for the piece of software that I'm writing. But I need to be detached when somebody comes up and says, hey, you did that wrong, because that's going to happen. Especially if you're working in an industry where you have no working knowledge of how businesses use competitors and how competitors' software is written. Now, video games, it's a little bit more lenient because it's your universe. but you still have general premises that the game is built on and should work, rules they should work according to. And so whenever we find these bugs in the community, if we can, we need to let them know, especially if it's something as breaking as an unlimited ammo glitch or an unlimited supers glitch. Let the developer know as quietly as possible in order to prevent mass chaos erupting as everyone tries to experience the glitch before it's gone. That was my tangent. So, like I did say, going back to Destiny, we did have Iron Banner start this week. It is control, so get out there, hold those zones, kill them enemies. All the fun stuffs, all of the fun stuffs. I believe that at rank 3, the rank 3 package, is a sidearm, and then the rank 5 is gauntlets and fusion rifles. I could be wrong. I've been known to be very, very, very wrong before. But in any case, there is some sweet gear to be had for playing Iron Banner. And remember, Iron Banner has now been changed where you don't have to get beyond rank 3 and up in order to start getting Iron Banner gear at the end of matches. They've removed legendary engrams from the playlist, from the reward table, end-game loot table, and they've also removed or enabled Iron Banner gear to drop after every match. So have at it. Iron Banner, if you are able to, is going to be one of the best ways to get your characters up to that 335 mark. So it's very important to play some of these in-game PvP activities, especially the ones that are less, I'm going to say try hard, but they're competitive, but there's less a sense of perfection to go with them. And thankfully that is what Iron Banner allows. It allows us a end-game PvP activity that is more catered towards the casual player, which is extremely nice considering that Trials of Osiris also starts today at noon Central Daylight Savings Time and is definitely a try-hard sport. Now, once again, thanks for stopping by on the Friday Morning Commute. I'm your host, Rovin Doug. I'm going to run through these Xur items one more time before hopping off, and I will see you all again later. So, for Xur Year 2, Week 37, we have the no backup plans for Titans, the ATS-8 Arachnid helmet for Hunters, Starfire Protocol chest piece for Warlocks, Bad Juju for everyone, Bad Juju, and then a Legacy Exotic Gauntlet engram for Year 1 exotic gauntlets. Remember, they're weighted towards the ones that you don't have and primarily used for collecting all the pieces of Year 1 gear. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Again, thanks for stopping by. Feel free to give me a follow here on Periscope if you want to see whenever I go live for these Friday morning commutes. You can also click the subscribe button below if you're on YouTube, and this will sign you up to see whenever I post these Friday morning commute videos. And then you can also find me on Twitter and Twitch, both under the same username, Rovindug, and that will let you know whenever I retweet an awesome piece from the community, or whenever I go live and am streaming the video games that I usually talk about. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and as always, Guardians, I will see you Starside. Bye!